88 pounds lost with Mounjaro, then to Zepbound, and now to TIRZEPATIDE. I got my sidekick, Mr. Freddie. Mr. Freddie, can you say hello? Mr. Freddie. We're gonna talk about how I lost 3 pounds this week after being on a tremendous weight stall. And I'm really, really excited. It doesn't have anything yet to do with the compound, although I'll be taking my injection here right after I film this video. I'm gonna go take it for the first time. I will be keeping you posted as to switching. I switched from Mounjaro to Zepbound because of the shortage, Zepbound to now the compound because of the shortage. And Mr. Freddie wanted to be on this video, but he's literally and figuratively giving you guys the cold shoulder. Can you say hello? Do you see that side eye I'm getting? He's like, no, Mom, dive into why and how you lost 3 pounds. Having the weight stall for so long, I was like, maybe this is just my weight set point. Well, I decided to try something different. I tracked. And before GLP-1 medication, when I tracked, by the way, I got 5 tips for you guys today. When I tracked, it would be a trigger for me to have disordered eating, of where then I would overeat later on that evening. And so it's been incredible that I've been able to track without getting triggered, without having to have like a recoil, like, or a chain reaction from tracking. And that is a result of a lot of therapy. First and foremost, I have to say that like right out of the get-go, I have had the weight loss that I've had because I've been putting in the work with a lot of therapy to help heal my relationship with food and with having stuff going on. I'm trying to see how I can say this to make sure I'm YouTube compliant as well, of where my past had some things that should not have happened to a child that have had to be healed, and as a result affected also my eating with it too. And so as a result, massive therapy from that, because before I would get very triggered when I would track food, very, very triggered. Or if I felt like there was a calorie reduction or a restriction on that, I would then overcompensate, and later on by eating copious amounts of food late at night and then hiding it. And so this tracking has been phenomenal, to say the least. Like, I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned that I don't have any emotion other than like I'm excited. Like, I'm really, really excited about it. Number 2, after tracking, and because I was able to track was because of therapy. Number 2 was I went to MyFitnessPal because I was very curious to see, okay, how many calories can I have in a day for my weight loss goals, which ideally is 2 pounds a week. I don't know if that, like 2 pounds a week for where I want to go. I'm 88 pounds down now. Woo! On my 100-pound weight loss journey. Realistically, for my BMI to hit what it needs to be hitting is realistically, I'm trying to do the math quickly in my head, like another 40 pounds, maybe 45 pounds total. So hitting that, it's going to be more than 100-pound weight loss if you're following up with the math on that. So with that, MyFitnessPal said for my lifestyle and all of the things that I went through with MyFitnessPal, it said 1,200 calories per day. Again, that would have triggered me so badly pre-GLP-1, pre-Zepbound, pre-Mounjaro, pre-TIRZEPATIDE. And if you're on Wegovy 2 GLP-1 medications, it's very similar of what I'm talking about. So that 1,200 calorie range, because I'm almost 6 feet tall, was what I was going to shoot for. And I was going to try it. And if it didn't feel right, or if I felt like it wasn't enough food, or if I was feeling like super, super deprived, I was going to stop. But I thought I'd give it a whirl this week. Woo! And boy, did it give a whirl. 3 pounds down. I did not realize, as I've been tracking, my portion size have been very distorted. I say this every time about tracking. They get distorted. And so going back to this foundation of tracking, but then now what has not happened this week that usually has happened is I usually have a recoil of, I feel a lack of, and then so I overcompensate with it. I did not feel that at all this time. It felt like motivating. And then when I would walk and do my wall Pilates, one day I had like 1,450 calories or something. I was like, I walked, I'm good. Like, I'm still within that range. I was so happy, so happy. It's not been my life. Pre-GLP-1 medication, I've tried every diet known to man, you name it, I've probably done it, and nothing worked. And in fact, not only did things not work dieting, I would gain it back and then some. Like with what happened on keto, many of you guys have been on YouTube with me for the years that I've been on YouTube, and I gained all that keto weight back and then some, which has been incredibly painful, incredibly embarrassing. I mean, I had a YouTube channel on weight loss before with keto, and I gained it all back and then some. It was humiliating. It was humiliating. And so, and I know many of you know what I'm talking about when you lose a significant amount of weight and then you gain it back. It feels very deflating, figuratively and literally, very deflating. But this time, tracking my calories for now, I don't know if this is gonna be for forever. And many of you guys saw the Weight Watchers special with Oprah. I had previously been on Oprah. If you're new here, I have been on GLP-1 medication now for 16 months. I'm on the highest dose. I was on Mounjaro 15 milligrams, then on Zepbound 15 milligrams because of both shortages. I'm now on a compound because there's nothing else available in my area to get brand names. Ideally, I'll go back to a brand name once the shortages are over. But Eli Lilly, the manufacturer, tells us that's not until 2024 per their Q1 2024 call. So to expect till 2025, a shortage is what they said, Eli Lilly said. So with that, going in with the Oprah special that just happened, I reached out to the Oprah team. I was like, hey, I want to come back. Can I be in the audience? I know I'm not going to be a guest because I was already a guest, not a guest, but already had spoken with Oprah in this poignant, meaningful moment in the after show on Oprah, which is still currently airing on Hulu. I was like, hey, can I be an audience member? And so I had dialogue with them to reach out to the Weight Watchers team, which I did. Talk was an extensive chain with Weight Watchers team about coming. I didn't want to be a guest. I simply wanted to pay for my own ticket to New York City to sit in the audience. And then I would cover it here for free. My experience, strength, and hope here on Countess of Shopping. And Weight Watchers declined. They said that there was no room in the audience, basically is what they were saying. Not like that, but that's what the gist was. And then so when I saw commercials, seeing there was this huge audience on the Weight Watchers special, I'm like, oh, like they just declined me. Like there was room at the end. I needed to get on a donkey. There was room at the end, but not for me. So anyways, I decided to use my Fitness Pal. So if you hear me talking about my Fitness Pal, that is what it's because I'm a peppermint petty right now. I'm in my feels. Hopefully I'll get out of my feels on that. I'll go talk to my therapist. I'm in my feels on that. And so I switched over to my Fitness Pal. Plus it's free. But if you hear me talking about tracking, that's what I'm using. And it was really easy with my Fitness Pal to track calories, fat, grams, protein. I'm just tracking protein and calories. So number 3 tip of how I lost 3 pounds this week on Zepbound 15 milligrams was my to-go car series. If you guys didn't see those, they're meals that I get because we have a family member who has colon cancer and I'm not able to cook the way I used to at home. Plus, honestly, it just tastes better. And so I've been getting to-go meal places, testing them and trying them and eating high protein, delicious, relatively inexpensive meals out and sharing them with you guys. So go check out that series. The new video is gonna drop, either it just dropped or it's gonna drop, my Chipotle one. But what I had this week was the Panda Express one. Literally so much protein, was so full, it was so filling. I felt satiated. Like doing these things, and this is what I wanna encourage you, what can you do to make this a permanent lifestyle change? Permanent lifestyle change. And so for me, that's what I've been weaving in my themes of doing this is, am I going to track my 1,200 calories for forever? No, but right now it's sustainable and it's working. So I'm going to just keep on chugging along with that. So number 3 is my to-go series. Literally just picked up Chipotle and we'll have that for the rest of today and then into tomorrow. And then after that, I'm traveling a whole bunch, ironically for YouTube. So number 4 is I have made sure, because I'm not cooking as much, time invested in one area is time away from another area. Thank you, Pamela Shaw, for that quote. And so I have been walking a bunch. I've been walking a bunch. This guy, you know why he's sleeping right now and not acting like a lunatic? Mr. Freddie. It's because I've been walking him. And the count's been walking him. But I've also been doing wall Pilates on that wall right behind me. Oh, look, he's giving you guys side eye. He likes to chase the buses that just went by. So the wall Pilates to help with my muscle and strength training, and then walking. It's been awesome. It has been so incredibly awesome, and I like it quite a bit. And so that's what I want to encourage you for this piece is, what can you do for physical activity that you really enjoy, that brings you happiness, that you look forward to? I look forward to walking this beast. I really do. He's a good guy, and he is so thankful his little tail wags, and he will bother me if I don't walk him or if the count doesn't walk him. So finding something for physical activity I really enjoy, and then doing it. I had a bougie gym membership. It was almost $100 a month. They had a beautiful pool, which I love to swim. But driving there, driving back, it was almost 2 hours total collectively by the time I actually got in the pool to do the workout, and then with all the other accoutrements associated with it. So I was like, I don't have an extra 2 hours, but I do have time to literally put my sneaks on and go for a walk, even if it's raining, and to do wall Pilates, and to literally do that on my wall, and And people were worried, by the way, people had asked about wall Pilates. I mentioned it before, senior care. It sounds, I just looked up wall Pilates for beginners. My favorite YouTuber is, she's called Senior Care. It's really good and it's fun. And it's, you will get sore. I'll use my I statements. I get very sore, very, very sore the next day. So it's for seniors, but it is like the best workout. So, and my flexibility has really, like right now I'm doing like the splits. Like it's gotten really, really good as a result of wall Pilates. So, which I'm pumped about, and I can feel my muscles getting stronger. Okay, tip number 5, sleep. You guys know, my sleep is wacky at times, and so what's helped make it less wacky is using magnesium. I use Bioptimizers, use the code QUEEN. I'll link it down on the description link below. I love their stuff. They also do have, it's called Sleep Breakthrough. I'm just making that up. I will link the sleep one down below. It is 2 scoops, you put it in your water and you just chug it before you go to bed, 30 minutes before bedtime. I don't take that every day. The magnesium I will take 1 to 2 pills a day, depending. And the sleep one I'll take maybe 1 to 2 times a week. I will take the sleep one, it's like a sleep powder. I'll take that with me from Bioptimizers, use the discount code QUEEN. I'll take that when I go to LA because I'm gonna be distracted to try to get some sleep. And so I'll be sleeping on a plane. I'm taking the red eye home so I can take Duke to school. And that one I will take on the plane just because sometimes I need that extra, like there's certain, like if I have a big work thing and it doesn't make me feel groggy when I wake up, I feel like I had Princess and the Pea sleep, like Disney beauty queen sleep, like Sleeping Beauty sleep. And so that's been one of my hacks, is really protecting my sleep. Within our family, my family knows too, like, hey, like I just need to chill it out. I need to go to bed. We listened to a meditation app and it says, your legs have worked hard all day. Now it's the opportunity for them to have rest. And so I've been using that mantra within myself for my sleep of my body's worked hard all day. I deserve the rest. And so that's been really, really helpful to approach it too. Tip number 6, I bought all new pants in size 14 and they were tight when I bought them. And so I've shared this before of that I had gone down on a pant size even though the scale hadn't moved. So just FYI for you too, if maybe your clothes are changing or maybe you're using my smart tape measure. If you want all my shopping stuff, it's down in the description link below. And so having that new pants that were tight, that was also an active, like it was a physical reminder, like when I go to the bathroom, when I was walking, like I could feel the pants were tight. And it was a reminder also when I was eating of like, okay, your pants are tight. So that was very helpful for me too. And so something to hopefully help you as well, of having pants that were a little bit tighter. Now they're not as tight, but they were tighter. And so can you get a pant size down or a little bit tighter pants? For me, that was very helpful. It wasn't, for some people I could see how that might be demotivating. For this was motivating. And I'm buying literally later on this week when I get back from LA, I'll buy size 12 pants to help motivate me to get into them. And before GLP-1 medication, before Mounjaro, before Zepbound, before TIRZEPATIDE, that would be a trigger. Oh, I can't fit into it. Which, ironically, tell me in the comments below, all those clothes I saved to wear when I was smaller, most of them I don't wear. Most of them I don't wear. I've donated most of them. Yesterday, I donated 5 bags of stuff. I've been decluttering. That's tip number 7 of what is coming up. As I continue to lose the weight, stuff has come up, and it's stuff and getting rid of stuff that no longer serves me. It served a purpose, and that's why I bought it, but now it doesn't anymore. And so I've been donating those. We threw out 3 large garbage bags of junk, like just junk we needed to get rid of. And so my home, we are decluttering massively. In fact, I might get a dumpster, honestly, just to easily dump stuff. When we had our studio here, our live streaming studio, we used to live stream. I had an Amazon Live channel, 24/7 live streaming. And so I have a ton of stuff, like we had built out a studio in my home during the pandemic. And so that's shifted a lot. And so anyways, there's a lot of like, we just need to get rid of some of the stuff. So anyways, that's what we've been working on here in the Countess of Shopping household, of trying to get rid of extra weight, extra stuff, extra clutter. It's blocking the energy. It's blocking the sunlight to the spirit of really, truly like light and positivity. That's been really, really important. For 8, my hormones have been wacky. I've talked about this in other videos. I know that my hormones are shifting. And so I know, and I've talked about this before, about there's been so many stories on Ozempic babies. And so be mindful, ladies who are in childbearing years, your hormones very much may be shifting. Mine are shifting not to have children, but are definitely shifting. And I can feel it like with my emotions, and there's some other cues that I'm getting that my hormones are changing as well. So just FYI, for me, I know that I am one of many people who are on these GLP-1 medications, but something to note. So, final one is you guys. You guys motivate me so much, our Countess of Shopping community, fellow countesses and counts in my free encouragement group. Y'all, that is like a part-time job. I work that thing at least 20 hours a week. Sometimes people are like, why has my post gone through? I'm like, because I've been doing this like a full-time job, and I have a full-time job, and I love managing our group because it's such an encouraging space. And the reason why I work on it so much is because I care. I get to give and I get to get, and it's a two-way street. And so there's thousands of people in that encouraging, motivating, awesome space. And so it's linked in the description link below too. Totally free, by the way. Totally free. Someone was complaining the other day. They're like, anyways, I'm like, dude, it's all free. YouTube is free. CountessOfShopping.com, my blog is free. The group is free. It's free. If you choose to buy any of the affiliate links I talk about, great. If you don't, great. Like, it's free. And it's this amazing, cool community that I love so much. And that's the thing, the point that I'm taking the long way around, but the point that I'm trying to get at is you guys have really helped encourage me so much to get past this, to be able to say, I lost 88 pounds this week. And it's so exciting. I'm so excited. I'm so motivated to get to 90-pound weight loss. I'm trying not to focus in on that 100-pound weight loss. I'm focusing in on the next 2 pounds, which is 90, and keeping my goals less. Many of you guys have asked about my Oura ring. I go through pockets of where I wear and pockets of where I don't. And it's also a vanity metric of I have a black one and I want a gold one, but I'm too cheap to go buy a new one because I bought the one that is a lifetime. You can't buy them anymore, FYI, but there's no membership fee. Whereas with the new ones, you have to buy the membership or the subscription. So I will get back into that too. That's my goal when I get back, is to put that back on this finger and track with my Oura ring a little bit more too. I know that's going to tell me more about my hormones as well. So, my free smart tape measure was amazing. Scale, amazing. Food scale, amazing. Many of you guys asked about that from previous video. That food scale that syncs all of those, and blood pressure cuff, all 4 things together in one app, and eliminates app clutter. So my sweet friends, I hope that this video has been encouraging and motivating for you. That if you've been in a weight stall like I've been, for me, emotional management has been rough. Being like, the scale's not moving, the scale's not moving, the scale's not moving, simply going back to tracking. But the hinge pin was not having the emotional trigger of that has been amazing. So the Duke just got home, so that means I need to go sign off. Tell me down below what your goals are for today, and our emoji is gonna be a dog in honor of Mr. Freddie. He's such a sweet boy. He's so sweet, he's nuts. He's a nutty rescue pit bull, and we love him so much. And he's being so good right now. So, but he wanted to say hi. And if Banksy is watching, hi Banksy. He sends his regards. He was talking about you earlier. So your emoji today is going to be a dog. I will pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I'll uplift you in positive thought. But also it helps me to get to know you better. It will help me with the pattern recognition of knowing your name. Literally so many friends as a result of emojis. Like, who knew? It's been the best thing. Okay, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. Come on in. Love you guys. Bye.